Organization Change and Development, Module 4, Lecture 1. In this lecture, we are going to understand the meaning of OD interventions, factors affecting it, classification of OD interventions, and process and structural interventions. First of all, let us understand the meaning of intervention. To intervene is to enter into an ongoing system of relationship to come between or among persons, groups, or objects for the purpose of helping them. Interventions are set of structured activities in which selected organizational units engage in a series of tasks which lead to organizational improvement. The intervention is the procedure the OD consultant uses after diagnosing an organization situation and providing feedback to the management to address an organizational problem or for positive future. OD interventions are like building blocks, which are the planned activities designed to improve the organization's functioning through participation of the organization members. Characteristics about OD interventions. An intervention is a deliberate process by which change is introduced into the people's thoughts, feelings, and behavior. The objective of an intervention is to confront individuals, teams, or units of people in a non-threatening way and allow them to see their self-destructive behavior and how it affects themselves and their colleagues. It might involve several people who have prepared themselves to talk to the target group. They inform the persons of factual information regarding their behavior and how it may have affected them. The immediate objective of an intervention is for the target to listen and to accept help. Organization development intervention would be a combination of the ways a manager can influence the productivity of his or her team by understanding how managerial styles impact organization climate and how to create an environment of high performance. Let us now look at the factors that impact the success of OD interventions. The first factor is relating to the change situation. These relate to the environment of the organization and include the physical and the human environment. The considerations here are firstly, the readiness to change process, second, the capability to change, third, the cultural context where the change process is going to take place, and fourth, the capability of the change agent who's going to bring about this transition. Second factor is related to the target of change. These relate to specific targets of OD intervention. The target of change can be different issues of the organization and at different level. So here there are two considerations. First is organizational issues and the second is organizational level. Organizational issues. The issues may be related to strategy, technology and structure of the organization, the human resources used in the organization, and the human process that is already been run. Second, organizational levels. The OD interventions are aimed at the different levels. It may be at individual level, the group level, the organizational level, and the trans-organizational level. Of course, with the levels of the organizational development, the kind of quantity of or quantum of change will be different. Coming to classification of OD interventions. There are various OD interventions and they are classified in different ways. Firstly, we will take large-scale interventions. Large-scale interventions typically involve a full-size group of stakeholders working towards the definition of a future state. These interventions start from the top levels of the organization and define the intervention's outcome. People are involved in the solution, creating with this a shared commitment. Strategic interventions. These contribute to align the organization with its environment. These interventions link the internal functioning of the organization to the larger environment, transforming the organization so that it can keep pace with the changing conditions in the environment. Next are the techno-structural interventions, which focuses on improving the organizational effectiveness and human development by focusing on technology and structure of the organization. Management and leadership development interventions are aimed to improve organizations' performance by increasing the effectiveness of formal and informal leadership. Team development and group processes interventions are aimed at improving different aspects of a group performance, such as goal setting, development of interpersonal relations among the team members. Coming to process and structural interventions. Under process OD interventions, we can include sensitivity training, team building, survey feedback, behavior modification, grid organization development, career planning, job expectation techniques, and organization renewable process. Coming to structural OD intervention, which includes job redesign, work schedule options, process consultation, management by objective, collateral organization, and decision centers. Let us look at few of them. Structural interventions are those that are aimed at change in the to bring about changes in the task, structural and technological subsystems of the organization. It may include finding ways to adapt to the changing context while maintaining and enhancing the organization's integrity and internal integrity. Examples can be job design and quality circles. Process consultation is the creation of a relationship with the client that permits the client to perceive, understand, and act on the process events that occur in the client's internal as well as the external environment in order to improve the situation as defined by the client. Thank you, and that's all for this lecture.